Have you ever noticed how life waits for the exact wrong moment to test you? The argument hits when you are already tired. The disrespect comes when your pride is already wounded. The pressure peaks when your mind is already crowded. That is where most men lose, not because they are weak, but because their emotions grab the sword before their mind does. 1 second of anger, one flash of fear, one surge of ego, and suddenly everything you built collapses. Miyamoto Musashi did not become a legend because he was emotional. He became untouchable because he was cold when others burned, calm when others shook, and silent when others exploded. This is not about becoming numb. This is about becoming dangerous with control. Because the man who controls his emotions controls the room. Musashi's world was merciless. A moment's indecision meant the end. Yet what separated him from thousands of other warriors was not strength or speed. It was composure. When chaos erupted, his mind stayed sharp. When death stood inches away, his breath stayed steady. He understood a brutal truth most men never learn. Your emotions are either your weapon or your executioner. Look around today. Men ruin careers with one angry email. Relationships collapse over one impulsive outburst. Opportunities vanish because fear whispered a lie at the wrong moment. Modern battlefields are quieter, but the stakes are just as real. Musashi wrote in the Book of 5 Rings that if something is not useful, do not do it. Emotional reactions are often useless. They feel powerful, but they cost you position, leverage, and respect. A samurai never let his enemy decide his inner state. Neither should you. There is a scene in The Last Samurai where warriors kneel calmly as arrows rain down. That calm was not weakness, it was dominance. Panic makes you predictable, calm makes you lethal. Musashi trained himself to see emotions as signals, not commands. Anger told him something mattered, but it never told him what to do. Fear warned him of danger, but it never dictated retreat. Excitement sharpened his focus, but it never made him careless. Most men live inverted. Their emotions lead, their mind follows. Musashi reversed it. Let me tell you a short story. A young fighter once challenged Musashi, furious and arrogant. The man insulted him publicly, trying to provoke rage. The crowd waited for Musashi to snap. Instead, he smiled faintly and said nothing. The challenger grew louder, angrier, sloppier. When the duel began, Musashi ended it in seconds. The fight was over before the sword mattered. That is emotional warfare. Your emotions are visible before your words are. A calm man radiates authority. A reactive man leaks weakness. Think of characters like Batman. He does not yell. He does not rush. His power comes from restraint. Or consider anime warriors like Itachi Uchiha, silent, controlled, always 2 steps ahead. Their emotional discipline makes them terrifying. Musashi followed the same code. The first pillar of emotional mastery is self-awareness. You cannot control what you do not recognize. Most men think they are angry at the situation. They are wrong. They are angry because their ego feels threatened. They think they are afraid of failure. They are actually afraid of judgment. Musashi studied himself relentlessly. He knew exactly what stirred him and why. Start here. Notice when your chest tightens. Notice when your jaw clenches. Notice when your thoughts speed up. Those are your tells. A samurai never ignored his tells. He used them as early warnings. When emotion rises, pause. Not forever, just long enough to regain command. This pause is where power lives. Musashi trained his mind the same way he trained his body, through stillness, through solitude, through long periods of reflection. Today, silence scares people. Noise numbs them. Notifications keep them reactive. Silence sharpens you. Sit alone without stimulation. Let your thoughts surface. Watch them. Do not argue with them. Do not obey them. Observe them like clouds passing. This builds distance. Distance creates control. The second pillar is emotional restraint. Restraint is not suppression. Suppression leaks. Restraint channels. There is a difference between a dam and an explosion. The dam holds pressure and releases it strategically. Musashi believed uncontrolled emotion was like swinging wildly. It wastes energy and creates openings. In real life, this means not responding immediately, not explaining yourself emotionally, not defending your ego every time it is touched. A calm silence often unsettles people more than any response. I once watched a man at a work site get insulted publicly. Everyone expected him to snap. Instead, he nodded once and continued working. The insult died instantly. The respect doubled. The aggressor shrank. That man won without lifting his voice. Musashi trained to respond, not react. Reaction is emotional. Response is strategic. This is dark psychology in its purest form. When you control your emotions, you control the emotional flow of the interaction. Others adjust to you. The third pillar is emotional transmutation. Musashi did not kill emotion, he forged it. Fear became alertness, anger became precision, desire became discipline. Modern men waste emotional energy scrolling, venting, complaining. Musashi converted energy into action. When anger rose, he trained harder. When frustration appeared, he refined technique. When doubt crept in, he doubled his preparation. Think of athletes who perform best under pressure, or fighters who smile as punches fly. Pressure fuels them because they trained their emotional response. You can do the same. When anger hits, do not argue. Train, write, build. When fear appears, prepare more. Learn, sharpen skills. When excitement surges, slow down. Precision beats speed. Musashi once arrived late to a duel on purpose. His opponent stood waiting in the sun, growing irritated, impatient, emotional. Musashi arrived calm. The duel was decided before the first strike. Emotion drains stamina. Control preserves it. The final pillar is emotional detachment. Detachment does not mean you care less. It means you see clearer. Musashi warned against emotional attachment to outcomes. Attachment blinds judgment. When you need a result too badly, you telegraph desperation. When you detach, you gain flexibility. Watch elite chess players. They do not mourn lost pieces. They adapt. Musashi treated life the same way. Loss did not shatter him. Victory did not intoxicate him. This is why Stoic characters feel powerful. They are not ruled by highs or lows. In modern life, detachment means not tying your identity to validation, not collapsing when plans change, not exploding when things go wrong. A man with emotional control becomes stable. Stability becomes trust. Trust becomes authority. Here is the brutal truth. The world tests men through emotion. Insults test anger. Failure tests fear. Success tests ego. Most men fail these tests daily. Musashi passed because he trained for them intentionally. Control your breath under stress. Slow your speech under pressure. Lower your voice when challenged. These small actions send a powerful signal to your nervous system. You are in control. The storm is outside, not inside. This is why warriors breathe deeply before combat. Breath is the bridge between mind and emotion. Control it, and you control your state. If you remember one thing, remember this. The man who wins the inner battle rarely loses the outer one. Musashi did not conquer enemies first. He conquered reactions. He did not silence emotion. He put it on a leash. That is what mastery looks like. Not shouting, not dominance displays, not emotional speeches, quiet certainty. In a world addicted to emotional chaos, controlled men stand out like predators among prey. Train this daily, not when life is calm, but when it provokes you, especially then, because when the moment comes, when pressure peaks, when others crumble, you will not rise to the occasion. You will fall to your training. And if you trained like a samurai, you will fall into control. Thank you for watching. If you want more raw, unfiltered wisdom, join my free newsletter. And if you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.